watching. All my just front like they tapping. You already know. Popping. Ain't no stopping me now, steady rocking. Watch them hate on me now cause I'm locked in. Watch the hate on me now cause I'm popping. I ain't stopping.
And the New York Giants are the Super Bowl champs.
What's going on, Giants fans, sports fans, NFL fans? Welcome back to another episode of GNATION Inside Sports. I am your host, Big Lou. Got my co-host, Clarified 3F, right there to my left. And hopefully, Big Pat Sports Talk will be on at some point this evening so you can have the full trifecta of the three founder members of the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. But without further ado,
yes,
I believe I owe the YouTube community an apology. Again, I reiterate, I believe I owe the YouTube community an apology. I misread a tweet earlier that said, I smell a deal between Barkley. And I misread it and thought that he got a deal and made a quick little YouTube short saying he got a deal. I didn't know the ins and outs of the money and all that, but I would get back to you guys later this evening. And when I got off of work, I started looking up everything to get my video together and saw that I misread the damn tweet. So I sincerely and humbly apologize to everybody, and I am going to delete the video after I'm done with this live stream, okay? Because that is not what I'm about. So, again, I humbly apologize, and I feel very stupid. So, that's what happens when you're too busy and you're doing too much at once.
Yeah, this guy is working. You got to give him some kind of a break. He is busting his butt. He's got kids. He's trying to do the YouTube thing. You know, he's doing it all. And I bow down to this man. Coach.
Peace and blessings, guys. How y'all doing?
Oh, not bad for surgery day.
Oh, well, happy birthday, Joel.
Thank you.
Youngster.
Hey, it's kind of funny that you're
What's
here.
up,
I'll
Coach?
tell it real quick. Get to the hospital.
Peace.
Now, I bet you took 2 or 3 sips of coffee.
Well, I had to pull my foot out my mouth. I made a video earlier. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, happy birthday, you old goat.
Let's see if that's any better. Yeah, happy birthday. So about 7:30, we laid
Can you hear
the
me, Coach?
door.
I hear you.
I've had my cup of coffee by then.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the hospital. No, something too good. Something's going too right. I get in the hospital. No, Kim, bypass that. We're going down. That's only if you know where you're going, not where you're going, man. They looked at me. Okay, so we go down the hall. We green elevator. Hi, I'm
What's
Joel.
going on, fellas?
I said, hey, Lou, what'd you get booted?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my stuff
Yeah,
is
can you
crazy,
hear?
man.
Can you hear me, Lou?
guys.
Yeah, I hear y'all.
So
Okay.
I get down there. Doesn't the lady have June 8th, 1968 as her birthday? This is too fucking odd. Now, mine's today,
AK,
about
Vinny.
69. So he goes, oh, I mean, you're older. I go, whatever. Well, come and get me. Did you have any coffee? I got to have coffee. I have a touch of creamer. Uh-oh. And I had 3 sips before I left the house.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't drank water, been spitting dust ever since we left the house. Oh, guy comes in, says, we're putting you at 4:30 to get operated. Oh, no, you're not. You're leaving this out of my arm.
Mm.
What? Yeah, I know I'm scheduled for like 10:30.
Mm-hmm.
You could at least bump him back one,
Mm-hmm.
but not two. Well,
Mm-hmm.
that's how the take it out.
What the hell?
So we're going rings around with that.
Mm-hmm.
Almost got it out. I'm looking at Kim. Ah, fuck it. I broke down. I literally broke down. I've been through too much. I've been poked and prodded and bruised, and I mean I bruised it everywhere. So the doctor who's playing um uh what is it they're called when they substitute for being a doctor to anesthesiologist? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So he comes down. He shots. You don't get it July 8th a certain time. You get bumped sometime. Well, I know that. And if you're bumping me because of that, that's all well and good. That's
Mm-hmm.
fine. That's part of the procedure. I would want to go first. I wouldn't want to wait when you've got doctors who can fix me up real quick, you know? Yeah, but God damn it, I can't take this crap anymore. And so he says, you'll go at 12:30 or 1:30. I promise. Okay, you got a deal. I won't fight you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And they gave me something, put me to
That's a damn lie.
all said and done, I got through it. It was hard. It was awful. He said, "You want to go home?" I was up and out. I woke up. I said, "Give me my shorts. Get me the hell out of here."
Mm-hmm.
But I'm healthy. I'm wealthy. I'm alive. I'm here. Thank God. Um, yeah, I've done with surgery.
That's good.
So that's that.
Well, that's good. Glad you're
You're
done with.
starting to look like your old
Birthday
self.
wishes.
Sorry, go ahead, coach.
No, I was just saying that's good. So no, you got to go ahead, bro.
No, so you're starting to look like your old self. You got the full beard again. You got the long hair. You look like the Joel I met
Yeah, that is
when we first started this thing.
Oh.
The
But
Joel I
that's it.
met when we first started this thing.
But that is how and I showed you guys what my 53rd birthday was like. Thank you. My 54 be a lot better. And with your help, it will be. And the Giants are going to win the Super Bowl. Next.
I like that. I like that. Throw
Yeah.
that in there.
Yeah, we're going 12-5. And I
Sorry,
11-6.
13-4.
all without
13-4.
cursing, Lou. I'm proud of you.
You see that guy right there?
What
He will be a Giant until he retires.
Yeah.
Avi, what's going on? JC Warbound.
Hey,
D
D-Dan.
Dan Shelton, what's going on? Thank you for stopping by. So, coach, so far out of the OTAs, what did you take away from OTAs defensively?
I don't go off of the OTAs because it's the underwear Olympics, man. I mean, it don't mean anything, to be brutally honest.
No.
But
you know what I'm asking as
Yes,
far
no.
as who do you think is winning the starting
Here's-
position? Who do you think
Here-
should be the starters out of what you saw so far underwear?
Okay. Now, in terms of listening to the coordinators, that's where I get most of my information from. And in terms of starting on the defensive side, we already know the interiors and the edges, so those are already set. the linebackers, Bobby Okereke, but now the Wink did say there is a competition going on between Beavers, between Davis, but he did mention McFadden. And right now, I want to keep my eye on McFadden because when the coordinator mentions him, that's something that you want to keep an eye on. Everyone else, as far as the cornerbacks, pretty much, who we think they're going to be. Deontay Banks, Midori, and I think Flott is going to win the slots. The deep safeties, Flott in the slot. Xavier is going to be one of the safeties, and I think that the other safety spot is up for battle. But for some reason, I'm thinking it's going to be McCain. But we'll see how that goes. Offensively, quarterback, we already know who that's going to be. Saquon, as long as everything works out, is going to be your running back. Tight ends is going to be Waller. The question is, are we going to run it? Are we going to start with 12 or are we going to start with 11? If we go with 11s, I'm going Hodgins, Slayton, and Campbell. And then offensive line, Thomas, Zudu and Bredesen are going to battle it out for the left guard. And then the rest of the line is the same. Schmitz is going to be the center. And then the right side is the same as last year with Glowinski and Neal. So that's what I think. Now, I am going to I want to see what happens with Slayton, because I just have a funny feeling if one of those other guys really steps up, they can push him to a reserve position. But other than that, that's pretty much what our lineup is going to be. I know some people are going to say, well, maybe Shep, if he's all the way back, is going to be out there. He may get significant playing time, but I don't think he's going to start. I think Campbell is going to get the first opportunity because I'm also looking long term because he's going to have the opportunity to also show and earn a contract going long term with this organization, as opposed to possibly letting him go.
Long time no see, guys.
What's up, Mitch? How are you?
Fine. I mean, basically, the deal a couple of weeks ago, went to a convention and it was basically raining all weekend up in Raleigh. And it was cold.
Don't feel bad. It was cold in New York.
Sir, don't come in here with negative energy, sir. We're talking good football. The New York Football Giants are building a winning team, setting it up for sustained success. We haven't seen you in a while. I say, hey, how you doing, Schnarf?
Doing
and
okay,
you start complaining about the rain. Don't be a gloomy Gus Mets, okay? Be a glass half full type of guy. Is that a slinky?
I see your Mets
spinner.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
Boy, I would like to have invented those for about the first 3 months, but then they come out and then they died. Unless you're Snarf, you just look at it all day.
I found this tucked away somewhere in my sofa cushions.
Okay,
that's
back
good.
To football, Coach. It's interesting that you said that because
yes,
I kind of agree with you. I just think it's going to be a different person.
For
as much as I like, as much in the wide receiver group, as much as I like what Colin Johnson was doing last year, I strongly believe he was winning out that position between him and Galladay before his injury.
Mm-hmm.
But with the speed that he got now. I think Isaiah Hodgins and Slayton both have to prove that they can compete with these guys. Slayton, not so much in the speed realm because he's fast, but in consistently catching the ball. And Hodgins, even though Hodgins creates separation and gets open, he's very slow. So I believe that between Slayton's drop issues and Hodgins not being as fast as the other guys, I think if Bryce Ford Wheaton can get a grasp of this playbook, he earns a spot on this team.
Oh, I'm not saying he's not going to have a spot. I think he's going to have a spot. I'm talking about starters. And you said the magic word, separation. That was a key point that was made. And that's why I think Hodgins will get the opportunity. He can be your possession receiver. He can get you those important yards that you may need. Exactly. So, because that helps the offense. It gets a level of continuity. Raph, what's up, brother? How are you, man?
I'm very good, Coach. I'm very good.
That's good, man. But that's why I
And
said
not to put a downer on things.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, continue.
No, what are you saying? Oh, well.
No, I don't know. Mets hasn't been around, so I don't know if he knows what happened with Jeff.
Oh.
What happened with Jeff who?
Jeffy T.
Jeffy T, one of the big Blue Crew members, passed away last week.
Oh, I didn't know.
Mm.
That's what I thought, because we haven't seen you. So just wanted to let you know. So
okay.
But
yeah, they're actually having a Sunday, a celebration of life for him down in his hometown, Highland, New Jersey. So I posted it on my Twitter page for you guys if you want to go pull it up. So
do we know what got him?
Yes, there's.
Yeah, I saw it.
All right. What happened with him is he passed because of E. coli poisoning. He didn't get it checked out, which led to blood clots and other ailments where he ended up having a heart attack.
Oh.
Had one of them blood clots.
Yeah.
He had he had the big what do they call it? The haymaker.
So he basically went into septic shock.
No, it's one of the. It's
DVT. He had DVT. DVT.
No, they make it. We call it not the haymaker, but the. Yeah, what's that? The what?
So he had
Widowmaker.
Thrombosis.
That's what they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got like a 10% of surviving it.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
And I heard that. Oh man, I heard he had blood clots and what he had. Yeah. Oh. Well, anyway.
Yeah. So
I just wanted to inform you. I didn't want to keep.
No, I understand.
Well, hey, everybody! Canada has turned New York into a big orange. It's so outside. It's cold outside. But you can't go outside because
it smells like a smoke. Because of all the smoke. I know.
God damn.
I mean, they had to cancel a couple of baseball games yesterday because of that.
Hey, guys.
Back to sports.
Blame Canada. Blame Canada. Okay.
Now, I remember that song.
Blame Canada. Blame Canada.
There we go.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I digress. Luke, is Saquon really re-signing? I said at the top of the show, I was working. I misread a tweet earlier, and I made a quick video in haste, saying that Saquon and them had reached a deal. Now, the tweet that I misread said they was working on a deal. So there is some conversations going on. They are moving closer to a deal, but I made a video in haste because I misread the tweet because I was working and doing 5 million things at once. So I apologize to the YouTube community for that blunder. And as soon as I'm done with this live, I will be deleting that YouTube short.
Yeah, but you know how many times people put up stuff in error like that, bro? Stop it.
Yeah, but they do it on purpose. I don't try to put out fake shit. You know what I'm saying? I like my shit to be accurate. I was doing too much and made a video in haste.
I've made mistakes too, bro. I don't do it intentionally. No, it happens.
Yeah.
Stop it. You're human. All right, you apologize. You good? We good. Let's go.
Yep.
Yeah.
He apologized.
Jalen Hyatt is our future number one.
Move on.
Miz,
Yes,
Mr.
I hope
Prof, what's
so.
going on?
Hey, Miss.
So, Coach,
Yeah, I'd like to send her some money. I think we ought to send her.
I know she has said.
No, shit.
I know that she has said.
Never mind. I got no
Wait a
money.
minute. Earlier said that they didn't want flowers or donations. They, just your thoughts and prayers. That was
She
before.
said just honor him the way he
Yeah.
done. Yeah.
What I had said to NYG, which I was going to talk to a lot of you guys. Maybe we should take up a donation, and because Jeff was big on animals, make a
No.
donation
Animals.
to an animal shelter in his name.
Yeah. 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 That works.
About that comment on Big Fish, I'm not in the chat because I'm just writing stuff.
He's just messing with you. He's just messing with you because the last time you was at the bunk beds, and then the time before that you had the mask. So he's just yeah.
Hey, don't worry about that
You are,
because
hey, Ralph, you are right, brother. Hey, listen, you are honorary member of the Big Blue Crew, even though you cheer for the black and silver. I don't understand, but it's okay. It's
well, even though
know,
that I'm
I
already
got to
all right.
admit, the black and silver is my second favorite team, but I never
Sorry.
mentioned that.
I can't do it.
Guys, if this is any of your first time here, hit that thumbs up button. Don't be a ninja watcher. Hit that subscribe button. Also, while you're here, make sure you subscribe to Classified 3F with Joe, Coach Ed, okay, Raphael Chaking, okay, Idi Chakon's
It's
nephew.
Justin.
2128.
Hey, let's go have a surgery. Yeah, on your birthday, no less.
no.
All right.
No. Well, you know
Yeah.
what? At least you got high for free. Whatever they gave you was good enough to knock your ass out. So
Easy. Yes, but yes, it did. Woo! Oh, you went in higher. I want to higher. And I can't get no higher. I wonder why that is. Must be the pillow that the drugs have.
all right, Matt, what are you doing? You playing with hair follicles in front of the camera? Like,
Sorry.
what we got
We're
going
gonna
on?
have.
Oh, Joe, happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that felt real good. Wow, I bent over and the doctor took his finger. Wow, woo.
Yeah, they put him to sleep and put a camera up his anal cavity for his birthday. Woohoo!
Yeah, I swear to
Hey,
God.
when you get to 40, yo, bro, 45, you got to start it.
I'm 54.
No, I'm not talking about
They're
you. I'm
harassing
saying
me
guys.
about that shit now. Yeah, they're harassing
bro.
me about that shit now. And I'm
Thank
bobbing
you,
and
Pat.
weaving like
What's up,
Pernell
Pat?
Sweet Pea Whitaker, baby.
Hey,
Brother,
Pat.
I understand. I waited until
Thanks,
I was
man.
50, and then when I got sick, my
Thank you,
doctor
man.
said, "Nope, you got to do it."
Well, damn, hello to you too, Pat. Motherfucker.
Easy.
You know how tough
How do you guys feel
I
about
was seeing
losing
the
Waller?
first on YouTube?
A
these
lot of
days.
Raiders fans are saying we got bamboozled taking an injury-prone player.
Okay,
That
so
question is
right
for
in the
you, Ralph.
comment. So did they say, how did the guys feel and listen about Waller? A lot of Raiders fans here seeing bamboos and taking an injury from player. I mean, Darren Waller is very good, but he cannot understand for the injury report. So which one did they do from the draft? We just have to tie it in, which is Beast, which is Michael Mayer from Notre Dame. And I think they're going to fill the position after the trade for Darren Waller. But I think it is very necessary to build enough for the defense and, of course, for the Raiders. And I think we had an opportunity to take over for the defense because we need to take care about the defense, including for the red zone issues. And I know that, and we're going to take the L against New York Giants because I guarantee you their defense is so good under Joe Schoen and Brian DeBoer. I mean, this is very difficult. Even know that I can take the L against the New York Giants because these are better, including Saquon Barkley. And I would love to see the battle between Saquon Barkley versus Josh Jacobs, a battle for the H's, about who's going to be like the best running back, which is Saquon Barkley or Josh Jacobs. I mean, they had the potential talents because they had a broader energy. I mean, those both guys like that. I mean, this is really amazing because they have brought a lot of energy. And yeah, I wish that Jeff could watch the Las Vegas Raiders versus New York Giants, and of course To be fair to the Violet,
Hey,
I
sir,
think
land the plane, sir. Land the plane, sir.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. What was the question again?
No,
Well,
the question was for him, asking, did Raiders fans feel bamboozled giving up Waller? You're not a
No,
Raiders
and I'll
fan.
tell you why. Only because he's going to catch the ball 40 or 50 times. He's not going to get overused, is what Baller Waller is. Okay? The man can catch. The man is going to be high priority on third down and long. He's going to get you first. But
Yeah.
go ahead, coach.
No, finish what you were saying because I want to
That's
add to
it.
it.
Go, coach.
Well, to those who say we got bamboozled because we're getting an injury-prone player, that draft pick that we gave up was for Kadarius Toney. Wasn't he another injury-prone player? If
No,
you
no,
want to
no.
be
They was
technical,
asking. He was coach. They was asking Raiders fans.
feel like they got
if
no, I
they
jammed.
know
felt
that. I'm
For
saying,
Darren Waller.
to Raiders fans who say that, who ask that question.
Mhm.
Well, if that's the case, we gave up Kadarius Toney for Waller. That's what I'm saying.
Mm.
So, in essence, because that's the pick we got from Kansas City, am I correct? That was what,
Right.
100.
Yeah, you're
So,
correct.
so in essence,
Yeah.
we gave up Kadarius Toney for Waller. I'll take that every time. I'll
Yep.
take that every time. So that's all I was saying to the Raiders fans who.
Man,
Yeah.
serious. What's up?
I'm sorry, what were you saying, Lou? Lou, you still there?
I think shoot.
Is in the gulag?
I hope so.
Nah, I don't think. I just
I believe so, Miz. I think Waller is gonna have a good year. Pat, you coming on or what? What's going on, Pat?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Pat. Let's see, Walker gonna have.
Waller gonna have a big
Okay.
year. I agree, Miz.
But yeah, Bellinger is jacked up. That's why when Lou asked me earlier, I said, "Are we going to play more 12 personnel?" Because
Yep.
I think Bellinger is going to play a big role, and it also
What up,
gives
Taj?
us. What's up, Taj? It also gives us flexibility where you don't have to stay in a closed formation. You can go 2-by-2, 3-by-1, 1-by-3, even with Bellinger out there. So and it just creates mismatches. So you know what? I'll take Waller.
Yeah, it's gonna be a shitload of mismatches because Waller runs routes like a receiver. He has the speed of a receiver. And then you got all our fast receivers that we have now. If they get their chemistry down in the offseason and in preseason, and by week 3 or 4, Daniel Jones is firing on all cylinders and this offensive line is holding up, bro, I'm telling you, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be mismatches all over you can't double cover everybody.
Pat said he's not coming on. So, but yeah, I agree with you, and that's the thing that
you can't double cover everybody.
Heck, we can go 13. We can go 13 personnel, go 3 tight ends, and it still gives you the same thing as if you have 3 wide receivers or 2 wide receivers and 2 tight ends. It just gives you so much flexibility, and if you go big like that, defenses they're gonna adjust to match up. So now you can spread them out, and now you're gonna have a linebacker probably on a Darren Waller, even a Bellinger, maybe a safety on a Bellinger. I'll take that. I'll take that. We're going to be Kansas City 2.0. We're going to be New York Giants 1.0.
Yep.
I know.
I'm
I'm
telling you.
cocky. I'm cocky.
I tell you. What's there to talk about? Nothing. What are you going on these shows? What do you talk about?
Damn it!
A little of this, a little of that, and
Okay.
why is this guy saying?
You're
Why
all
can't
right.
we just say, "Damn, we got a good team"? we're going to go a long ways in the playoffs. Hey, we're going to have a great season. Let's go, Giants. Well,
Mm-hmm.
why do you have to worry about now? Saquon is a player, and again, see, he's talking again. It's gonna happen, folks. He's gonna be a New York Giant. You just
Mm-hmm.
gotta give him time.
What's up,
That's
Mm-hmm.
all.
Taj?
Hey,
Hey,
Lou,
Touch.
Joe,
hey,
Ralph.
all right. Get a picture of a hat on you.
No, that's NBA
Hmm.
young boy on a Giants hat.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, I know about that rapper. And of
yeah.
course, yeah, I got my prediction for the New York
No.
Giants. You want to see that?
What's
My
up,
prediction.
Snarf?
Okay, so my prediction for the New York Giants is gonna be 13 wins and only 4 losses. And of course, there's gonna be like a spoiler alert. The New York Giants gonna take the W against Philadelphia Eagles for the championship. And that's what I'm saying. Because
We
right now
riding
that
with that shit. I fucked with you on that one, Ralphie. I fucked with you. But it ain't gonna be them we playing in the championship. We're gonna take the championship from them because they were the champs last year. But it ain't gonna be them we playing for the championship. They just
I
gonna be little
know,
peons
I
in the race
Oh
know.
for the last week of the
man,
season.
damn.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mets. I'm sorry, Mets. Sorry, Lou. Go ahead, Lou. Wow, that hurt.
Yeah, that
Well,
Losses.
was.
that's why.
Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. What's going on, my brother?
Hey,
Hey, Daniel Barry.
Alex, what's
Daniel
going on,
Barry.
my brother?
Oh, hello,
What's
Just
up,
got off
Alex.
the
Alex?
phone with Pat. Pat is at work. Pat is at work. He will not be able to make it, but he will be in the chat. D Dan Shelton, we're going to be Kansas City 2.0. You already addressed that one while I was on the phone with Pat. Thank you very much, fellas. Hopefully,
Mm-hmm.
Kafka opens up that playback now that he has a proven tight end. Yeah,
Mhm.
well, Kafka can only open up so much. It was his first season as the offensive coordinator. He was working with the playbook that they designed specifically for Daniel Jones' traits and the skill set of the team that we had. I'm pretty sure they've expounded upon it now that we've got
Mm-hmm.
different, more shifty and faster players.
Yep.
So we're definitely going to see a different array of plays because the roster has changed. So,
It
and with
changed.
the
It
type of coaches that we
changed.
have that are smart enough to know that you have to tailor your offense based around the skill sets that you have, so we will definitely
Hmm.
see
Yep.
a bigger playbook for real. It's been a minute since we had an exciting offense. Damn right, Mr. Prov. Remember this: Bellinger will line up. Oh, Bellinger's gonna be a beast. I like
Mm-hmm.
Bellinger. I think he did good his rookie season. Yo, for real, if Waller plays 12 out of 17 games, I'm happy. Yo, we will definitely have corners respecting our speed this year. That's a fact. And not only that, our DBs are fast too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The Mets blew their lead. That's why the guy with the Mets hat is mad, I believe. Yes, yes,
ah,
Alex. Yo, Pat, corners can't just watch Daniel Jones this year. That's a fact. And the line's gonna hold up. So now they do gotta watch him because if he start rolling left or right and he don't like what he see, he can take off.
yep.
Mets are a circus.
Well,
Yeah,
blame
they
the
can
running
for
backs
real,
for
for real,
being an
Dollars.
idiot.
Tudo, my brother from
No.
another mother. Thank you for the $5 super chat. He says massive salutes and respects to El Rey del G Nation, Blitz Squad, Joe, Coach Ed, Pat Miz, and all diehard Giants fans in the building. And please slap all stinky boys losers on the way out the front door. Forget about it.
Man, I ain't heard that one in a while.
Taj, man. My boy, the hardest working man on Twitter, the Taj Manian devil himself. What's going on, my brothers?
What's going on, y'all, man?
Just trying to keep it going, my G. Hey, I will be back to it next week. Sorry, I've been MIA. Yeah, he been working 2 jobs. He about to give up one of them, though.
What's up, too,
Yeah.
though? Yeah, Mets ain't doing shit. They ain't doing nothing, man.
Well, what was the key point in this screw up. In my opinion, moving a player out of a spot in the batting order he never should have been moved out of.
Well, the Mets just gave themselves the Montreal screw job.
Buck
I could
Showalter
get-
has become a cancer
Hey,
that this
hey,
team.
hey! Stop cursing.
I said Buck Showalter has become a cancer
okay.
that this team needs to desperately cut.
There.
Thank you, Joe. Joe is on it. He said,
I
"Hey,
didn't even
stop
say
cursing."
the
He's
F word.
starting
I
to
said
sound like an
plus,
old man for real.
not the F word.
We got
Okay,
you. All right, there. Calm it down before the vein in your forehead explodes, there, sir. Check your
Right.
blood pressure. Man.
He said Buck Showalter.
No, I know. I said, calm down before the vein in his forehead explodes. Check your blood pressure, there, buddy. Calm it down.
I'm serious. This year he has become a cancer this team needs to cut.
Miss Cam.
Mhm.
Kudo said hi.
Hey, there's one guy who's been making a name for himself on OTAs. The safety that we drafted, Javarius Owens from Houston. Yeah, he's been making a name for himself.
Oh, we listen. When we drafted him, I said he was nice.
I'm just waiting till they put the pads on, bro. That's
Yeah.
that's,
I feel you.
I
I feel you.
always temper it. This is all right. I get it. Everybody looks good now, but when you put the pads on, and you got the snot bubbles flying all over the place.
That's right.
That's why I ain't been making a lot of videos.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Can't
Tito.
say anything right now. Oh, he tackled 5 people. Really no. Five
I
people
wanna-
But
missed.
mostly, I haven't been paying attention on OTAs, too much like that. I just, wait till training camp.
Look, I listen to the
Still gotta pay
coordinators.
attention,
You listen to the coordinators. That's the one thing you want to do. You definitely want to listen to them. They're going to give you little nuggets, so that way you can just at least say, okay, make a note of that, and then I'm good, and pay attention, and just go from there. So, but right now it's it's early. I'm like, talk to me in August.
Gary Owen looked good.
Yeah, it's just,
without the pads.
like
Who's
most of,
Gary Owen?
say like,
They're
most are
various
just like
Owens.
bored, they
Just say-
just, want football content and all.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get that's really what it's all about. Everybody wants the content, and that's cool. I don't begrudge anybody that. For me, I'm waiting till the pads go on. That's just me. I've always been like that. Preseason is where I start to say, okay, now I really want to see who's doing what. And then when you're playing other
Say he
teams,
waiting
then I
for
can
that
really
time
see.
of the month. Nasty.
Let the blood start flowing. Let it really start flowing. Yup. Exactly.
Well, come on in, big bull in the Bronx. Hey,
I'm old
where are you
school, man. I'm
familiar?
old school. That picture of Dick Buckus where he got all the dirt in the grass and the blood all over his uniform. That's football to me. It's this clean
What do
uniform,
I
this pretty
think
boy
about
shit.
Josh? Hey, there's a
Oh.
question. What do you guys think about Josh Allen on the new Madden cover? I think he blows it.
He gonna get the
plays
Madden
again.
curse.
The Madden curse is
He gonna get the
alive
Madden
and
curse.
well.
Get the Madden curse.
I like it.
Yeah, he gonna get that
And
Madden.
then,
Everybody who
and then
goes
the
on
Bill,
the cover has a fucked up year.
Yeah.
Yep.
don't
I
say
remember
that
OBJ
word,
being
but
in the
yeah.
Madden cover one year. Look what happened.
Yep.
Yep. 2015.
Yeah.
No,
2015.
he's
Yeah.
gonna
Madden
blow it this
2016. I
year,
think.
and we've seen the last. He's gonna retire with a bunch of money.
Hmm.
I would love to
Sure is.
retire like that.
Hey, homies, with DJ work ethics and what he did with the roster we had last year, DJ completely knows the playbook, and he's gonna show off this year the way he been getting the guys together. It's on. I
I
believe
know.
that.
I've seen him. He gets the ball, turns, throws it for. Oh my God, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It hits the guy right in the chest. Ooh. Throws the ball down the field, 50, 55 yards, completes it. What? I love it.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Hold me down
throwing
for a second, fellas.
now.
Okay.
Somebody, one of the cornerbacks or safeties, somebody got a interception. Who was it? Oh man, I can't remember who.
Which
But
day?
they said off of one of the quarterback. I know you know if it was Daniel Jones, they would be all over the radio. No,
I'll tell you.
they, he gonna beat us. He's just Phil. It was one of the other quarterbacks that the guy. So I like it. I like it.
Okay. Can't find they're not giving any. Oh, here it is. OTA progress.
I'm gonna hop off. I'm not in a good mood right now.
Okay, bud.
All right.
All right, man. Feel better.
Damn, bro. Nah, DJ gonna put the league in notice. He gonna put the league in notice.
No. Oh, don't curse me. Don't.
No, no.
Curse
Do
me.
not
Mr.
put Daniel.
Please.
Daniel Jones should be the last person to be on a Madden cover.
Please, Mr. Prof. No, don't curse us with that, jinx. Ooh.
Now, the only one that could break the curse is Mahomes, which I think he probably did one time, but it's Mahomes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is recent.
He had lots of oh no's and.
Are you talking about? He said when you talking about Deontay Banks. Joel.
What?
You talking about the interceptions? Are you talking about when Wink was talking about Deontay Banks?
Yeah. He had a pick off of what is the other quarterbacks. They didn't say it was Jones.
Oh, so you're talking about Tyrod Taylor?
Oh, is that who we got? Okay.
Now I'm asking, are you saying it was off of Taylor or is it the rookie one?
Oh, you got one off of each?
Tommy
No, I'm
DeVito.
asking you. You said he got an interception off of one of the other quarterbacks. Are you asking is it Tyrod or DeVito?
Right.
Yeah, Tommy DeVito, I think his name is.
Yeah, it's important to have a cornerback very instinctive.
He said he caught it just with his fingertips. It was a heck of a play.
Okay. No, I can't with this one. All right. Oh my gosh, this damn computer is already gonna piss me off.
New York Jerp 112. Thank you for showing up. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Get notified. We really like you on our team. We've lived this year with us if you want. Exactly. That is true. And Java says DJ about to put everyone on notice. Nope. They're already on notice. They are already on notice because a really good, smart, wily guy re-signed the kid.
Daniel Jones is not going to be on Madden next year.
Wow.
Giants Nation is not going to let him get on there.
Hell no. Nah.
Daniel Jones.
Never. They would never put TJ on there.
I was like, wow.
The reason why Eli and Peyton loved him is because he was smart and his work ethic, and that's the type of quarterback Dable needs.
Yeah.
With his complex playbook to implement it on the field.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I could tell it's going to be complex.
Well, hello. He went to Duke, so of course, complex is
I mean,
it's right up his it's right up his alley. So it's stuff that, and you got to be smart. Exactly. That's when people talk about it. It's like, well, he went to Duke. Duke is a top level university. You got to be smart to get in there.
It wasn't
even as an athlete.
Like Alabama or whatever. Hey, I'd go to one of them if I don't want to be a smart guy. Now, if I want to be a smart guy, I pick Duke. Why? They have a rotten football team. You get to play football, but very few guys are picked in that school.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, play football, you get smart. Hey, I know
Yeah,
that
I'm
kid.
just
I played in '87. He was a doctor. I know that kid. He was 90. That's how it goes.
I agree, Pat. DJ is definitely going to have a great year with the new concepts and the weapons. I
Yep.
mean, it just you're going to spread it out, and he just get the ball to your playmakers. Let them do the work. And then it's going to force defenses to to press up more, and next thing you know, we're going right over the top. So
Did Jim Brown pass? Oh
yeah,
man,
he passed away what 2 weeks ago, I think. When did he pass?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Damn,
Jim
man,
Brown.
I loved his movies. I the
Mm,
Oh
Dirty
yeah, he
Dozen.
passed away like a week ago.
Oh
that was a week
man,
ago. Okay.
he oh
Yeah,
he was a hell of a football player and a hell of an actor too.
I loved him with that movie with him and Sophia Loren. What is it? 100 Rifles.
Yeah,
Oh man, that
yeah.
was
I'm gonna have to watch it again. It's been quite a while.
yeah. So it's some of y'all young cats don't know about that. That's
Didn't
some
he?
good.
Didn't he play Devil's Island in the
Yep.
68,
Yep.
67? That was
Pass.
before my time, or maybe it was 70 or 71.
Devil's Island was. Hold a minute. Let me see. And he died May the 18th.
Hmm.
Early Field, the Dirty Dozen.
Thank you, fellas.
Richard, what's up? Ice Station Zero, 100 Rifles.
I know too, though. I
Devil's
believe that
Island.
JC Warbound, Bordy.
Yes.
Devil's
It-
Island.
maybe it wasn't him.
Wait a minute. I know he was on one of those. I thought it was Devil's Island because it was a prison movie.
And watch Earn 112 in the bill
It
as we
was
lit this
on
shit.
the
Fuck
Dead
with us if
Dirty
you want
Dozen.
to. Facts.
From the 1960s.
DJ gonna be a monster this year with the new weapons and concepts this year.
Yeah,
That's a fact,
just,
Pat.
Yep.
Yeah, we were just
The
talking
reason
about
Eli
that.
and Peyton loved him is because he was smart and his work ethic, and that's the type of QB Dable needs with his complex playbook to implement it on the field. Well, Coach Cutcliffe liked him too, and he coached both of them boys, so
Mm-hmm.
that was
Yeah.
the main reason.
He taught all three of them how to throw the
Yeah.
football.
Oh, I Escaped from Devil's Island, 1973.
Okay, that's the one. That's the one. That was still a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
What up? What up? What up, Mac the Giants fan?
Man. What up? What up? What up?
So
I love he was just he was a likable guy. He never played favorites, and he told you where a bear in the woods.
what's that one? He was also one where he was the sheriff and he was chasing some dude down in Mexico. I forgot the name of that movie too.
Oh,
Man, I could sit, bro. I'm with you, Joe. I could sit and watch Jim Brown movies all day long, man.
he was just a class act. Hey, you know what?
But one of my favorites was "I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker."
Yeah.
You know, Jim Brown said, "I quit early. I got a contract. I'll see you later." NFL. He did his time. He did his thing. He
Became an activist.
He did the most miles in the least amount of yards.
Even Barry Sanders' father wouldn't say he was the best. He still called Jim Brown the best.
Yeah.
How much for one rib?
Right.
Yep.
Oh, man.
He said, "My bunion."
Yes, my funny.
Kung Fu Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yo, that movie's a classic,
Oh
bro.
my god.
My man came out with the damn platform shoes with the goldfish swimming in them and shit.
Oh,
Huggy Bear, yeah.
Yeah, that shit had me dying, bro. Mess just got walked off. Snarf is furious. I think Snarf left the. Yep, Snarf checked out. And those fish tank shoes, exactly.
Yep. Yep.
Coach, that was
oh
cool hearing
man.
from Jeffrey T. Friend. Didn't get to watch it live.
Yeah.
Hey, he
Yeah, it
got
was
to
cool.
watch it. He got to watch it of the big blue sky.
Oh,
The best seat
Jeff
in the
is
house.
here. Jeff is here laughing at Ralphie's funny face right now.
Mhm.
Yep. Goddamn Mets.
Right.
Ralph got the I'm stoned face. He just smiling for no damn reason.
What would Jeffy say? Jeffy loved the Mets. What would Jeffy say? He would be so pissed.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Oh my
Mute
God, you
yourself.
hear?
What's up,
Yeah,
Pat?
you Pat.
What is the
What's
best
up?
story?
What's up, Pat?
Mute yourself with that chipmunk laugh, sounding like Alvin. I'm gonna mute your ass.
You sound like that one dog, Butley.
Muttley,
Oh,
from the Yogi
Muttley
Bear, Hanna Barbera.
From
Yeah.
Sounds like
Hey,
Stop the Pigeon. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I just want to come on and say happy birthday to Joe, man. You old geezer.
Happy birthday, Joel. Yeah.
I thank you, Pat.
Happy birthday to you.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Omala, wait a minute. No. Shamala,
But
Ola. Omala, Shamala.
what y'all think?
Yeah.
What y'all think? What y'all think about the role of Jalen Hyatt this year? Do you think he gets on the field a lot this year?
Who?
I think by
Jalen Hyatt,
October,
the receiver
November,
we drafted from Tennessee.
I think by October, November, he'll be a starter, a main piece of this offense.
If that is true, who you take off the field?
Slayton.
Well, one of them is going to be hurt.
It's
a
going to be
fact.
Slayton or Hodgins. And from what we saw last year, Hodgins was more dependable than Slayton. So it'll probably end up being Slayton.
I think you need Slayton on the field to open up that offense, man. And I think DJ trusts him a lot, bro. Even though he has his dropsies every now and then, that dude, I don't care what anybody says, our offense was terrible before he got in there passing wise.
Well, I do know this about our coach. He ain't just gonna give somebody the position because of their name or their draft spot. So
that's true too.
He's gonna have to earn his spot, just like Paris Campbell's gonna have to earn his spot, just like every other receiver. But if you got Wan'Dale Robinson and Jalen Hyatt on the field, they gonna draw attention, and Darren Waller. So really having Slayton on the field as just the decoy takes away from having another weapon on there. Unless Slayton can shore up them dropsies, he might be the one that's the odd man out.
Could we have a log jam at the weapons position this year, the receiver position? Do we have a log jam? Because Shep is back, Wan'Dale Robinson is back. Yeah, it was like
now I think they're going to hold Shepard for the final 10 weeks. That's what I think. They're going to put him on IR, non-combat, or that one there he gets paid. We want you to build. This is what we want from you. You want that healthy. You want to be healthy.
We want you in the playoff time.
Right. So I think he comes out in week 10 and gets off IR in week 9, or the last one he can get.
I want to ask Coach this question. Do
Mhm.
you think that what happened last year, that they got a bunch of these guys to attack teams in different ways? Because I think there's only one guy on this offense
I
that's
agree with
never going to
Courtney.
come off the field, or is never going to come off the field, and that's Waller. Because Bellinger, somebody pissed him off because that dude done transformed into a beast, man.
That dude's yoked up.
Like
Way to
Yeah, but
go.
you
so,
want him to play
uh,
3 or 4. You want him to play 3 or 4 snaps
Joffrey
or
Prado, thank you for stopping by.
catches, and that's it, a game. You don't want to use him too much, but you want him to be a big play or a big threat. So you do stick him in there. He might go out and run but the ball's not coming to him. It's coming in, up, or under. But you see, then when you use him when they weren't expecting it, because we got plays and we got uh, uh, people that are developed who understand, who know this concept. We're teaching it to these younger kids. It's all progressing into one, eh, and God damn, it's beautiful.
the thing, the
I
thing, the go ahead, Coach. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, I'm thinking about it now with what the talent that we have. I can actually see us being a lot more balanced. And in the beginning of the season, you're playing a lot of
I
guys
think we can make the team.
to see what you can develop in a sense. Not, I mean, yes, they're already going to go through preseason and they should have a certain level of continuity, but you're going to further expand it, and you're going to see who ends up having the hot hand for the second half of the season, and that's who he's going to go with. Because remember, Richie James was our top receiver. He was the one that pretty much had the hot hand that seemed to be out there all the time. So
Yeah, we didn't have a choice last year. With
exactly,
this,
but now
Pat
because you
take the
do,
word trying to be holy.
if
Pat take
you
the
if you
word trying to be holy to a new level. He called in on the stream trying to present himself as a pillar of smoke.
nah, that's my camera messed up. I dropped my phone and like the screen is cracked over the camera. That's why it's like that.
Thank you,
Gotta get a
coach.
new phone. But
uh,
to go off
that's
what
tough.
to go off what Coach is talking about, you got to think of the people we have, because shit. What if
Barkley.
Bryce Ford Wheaton steps up and we still got the Smith guy?
Jeff
So it's
Barkley,
like,
he's a special teams guy, Jeff
Special team. I
Smith.
think he's
yeah,
special
yeah,
teams.
yeah. But we got Barkley, who's beasting this year. You see the shape that dude is in this year. Pause,
Yeah.
but man,
I posted a
Well,
it's like
video on Twitter about it today.
well,
he's angry as fuck right now. It looks like, as far
well.
as not angry with the
Mm-hmm.
Giants, but like he's angry. Like,
He's angry that he even
our,
has to
our
negotiate because he knows what he's capable of, and he knows that he's been injured, and there's an image of him not being durable. So he's
so
playing with a
Frank,
chip on his shoulder because of that.
Well, also, guys, Darren Waller is a valuable player. Okay, get him the ball the first couple of touches. Get him the ball. If they give the cast, let him go down the yard 15, 20 yards and tackle him. They're going to watch him. Now he's got it in the next play. He just does a soft cross it, cut, whatever. But everybody else has one on one. If their players screws up, does the wrong coverage, he's wide open.
yeah, the thing about that, Joe, that's actually, I think that's how they're gonna work. See what they're gonna use Waller to see what you in, and
Yep,
then that's when they're gonna make their plan to attack. But we got a
yep.
lot of egos on. We got a lot of egos on this team. This is the first time that the Giants have had a lot of egos on the team in a long time. You know, Barkley has a chip on his shoulder. He has his ego. He's gonna want his touches.
Hey,
Waller's gonna want. Oh,
some of them are only 2, 3, 4 year players, and that's good.
yeah, but Barkley's gonna want his touches. Waller's gonna want his touches. Slayton has something to prove. Wandale
Agreed.
Robinson has something to prove. Jalen Hyatt has something to prove.
Well, who's got
Hodgins
the
has
hot
something to
hand?
prove.
Who's got
Well,
the
Paris
hot
I'm
hand
pretty
Campbell.
sure.
next week? Who's got the hot hand? Give him the ball.
I'm pretty sure. I'm positive that Barkley's gonna get a lot of touches. We have a new center, a second year right tackle, and still trying to figure out the guard positions. So I believe again this year in the early weeks, it's gonna be a lot of running and play action.
I doubt that, Lou. I doubt that
Tell you.
seriously, bro. Because you don't get that many weapons to be a running team. I'm sorry.
Not to be a running team. The first 4 weeks, this line got to develop. You got a brand new center. You got a second year right tackle that you hoping takes that leap, which I believe Evan Neal is going to be a
I can
dog this
see
year.
that.
But I
The
I
first
think them
4 weeks,
first 4 weeks until this line creates an identity, because John Michael Smith is a pass protecting lineman. He's a pass protecting center. That's what he was the offense he played in predominantly. Yeah, he can run block, but
Minnesota
Well,
wasn't a
his
Minnesota,
offense is
Minnesota,
different than where he came from.
Minnesota
Minnesota
was a
was a
running
running
team.
team.
Yeah.
Yeah, Minnesota ran that ball, bro. They had like two running backs over 1,000 yards. They ran the ball a lot because they didn't have receivers over there. I can agree with you if you say like the first couple of weeks. Yeah,
yes.
maybe because they gotta see how
Establish
Schmitz
people.
runs
Yeah.
with Glowinski, and they got to see if Evan Neal is ready to take that next step and get his pass protection a lot because run blocking Neal was pretty damn good, but we got a lot of egos on this team, bro, and I hope that shit
Honey Badger.
like like picture this, man. What if we go a game where we only run the ball?
Hey,
What if we go a game where we only run the ball like 8 times? Because we have a roster that's built like that, bro. Look at the roster. Like, there's nothing but speed on the outside, bro. I truly believe they're gonna build this team in the past, man.
I see the pass, but to run 8 times,
No, yeah, but
that's
see, that's the
that's
thing.
also taking away. That's taking away one of DJ's greatest assets, his legs. You at least want to still have the threat of him.
Yeah, he's always gonna be a threat. Even when you pass, he's gonna be a threat to run the ball because if
I
everything
see
breaks
you,
down and they
Joe.
don't have him, spied. He's gonna take off. That's where Daniel
Exactly.
Jones got most of his runs was off the pass. They didn't run too many Daniel Jones runs like that. Maybe one or two a game.
Well, you know what, and I know what you're talking about because the split zone, and for me, that
But
split zone, the way they did
y'all
it
forgetting
was.
one thing.
Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead, Lou. I'm sorry. Forgetting
Y'all
what?
forgetting one thing I've been saying we should be doing with Barkley this whole time. Using him like Alvin Kamara and using him in the quick passes coming out of the backfield. If you got all them speedsters at the receiver and the tight end position and they pulling all them DBs that way, quick little passes to Barkley, who's fast as hell and can make you miss in the open space. He's still
I, I
usable. He's still an asset.
I think we might have a season where we got like 5 receivers with like 50 catches this year.
Well, let me ask you this, Pat, because what
Woo.
you're saying is then in essence, you're not expecting Barkley to really push more than maybe 1,000 yards.
If he gets over 1,000 yards rushing this year, that means we're gashing people with the
no,
run. He's averaging like 6 to 7 yards a carry.
he's
I'm just gonna be honest
1,800.
with you.
He's 1,800 yards both passing and receiving.
I
So
think he's gonna have just as much receiving yards as running yards this year, man. I truly
No,
believe that they're gonna be a passing
he's
team this
like,
year.
no, I don't know because Saquon loves to catch. He
No, they
can't
started
do a
talking
dance.
again. I misread the tweet. Sorry, Jose. Go ahead,
No,
Joe.
because he's going to have the ball to catch it. He's going to have open players. He's going to be able to juke to jive. He's going to like that. He might run 5, 10 times the most.
Damn right,
But
Mr. Horton.
listen, first 4 weeks, 3 weeks, I could see them using Barkley more at the beginning of the year to learn the defense, get the offense set.
Hey,
Then week
Jose.
4, 5, and 6, man,
Two giant goofballs. What's going on?
I got love. Love.
Yo, but I truly believe, man, they're gonna use the pass to set up the run. You might see Barkley get a lot of carries to close out the game, but man, if he don't sign a contract this year, even if we do go
It's a
deep
wrap.
in the playoffs, I don't know, man, because they look like they're setting up this team to be like, hey, look, we're gonna be a passing team. We could get a running back to carry the ball 10 times a game, or we could go running back by committee with the other guy that they drafted and a couple of other guys, man, like they did with the Bills. Like, man, I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Let's
Do we
switch
really
gears.
need to run Saquon Barkley like
Let's
that, like
switch
earlier
gears.
last year?
Two Giant Goofballs says this line will fail or succeed based on how much Evan Neal improves.
That is absolutely 100% correct. If Evan Neal pass blocking does not improve this year, we can see the same thing over again. That Daniel Jones is going to have to run the ball a whole lot this year to get things going. But this year we do have the weapons that can get open a little bit faster. So who knows? But that is true. New York. What do you call himself? Two giant goofballs. I guess that's what he said. Yeah, two giant goofballs. Yeah, I have to check you out if you got a channel, Two Giant Goofballs. Hit that like and subscribe button to G Nation Inside Sports, man.
Hey, don't
Big
forget
boss,
classified F.
speaking of experience, having chip on the shoulder is a recipe for disaster, boss. The players who work hard and they are humble always win 9 out of 10 times every time.
Yeah, that's what I'm going at too, though. Can these Eagles implode on themselves? Because what if Barkley gets mad because he? Yeah. What if Barkley gets mad that he's not getting his touches? That Waller's taking his touches. Jalen Hyatt may be taking some touches from him. When Wandale Robinson gets back, he gets touches. Shepard gets back, you know he's gonna get touches because that's one of DJ's favorite weapons. Like it's gonna be a sight to see, man. You know, I always look at both sides of the coin, man. Because the way Barkley's looking, man, that dude looks angry, man. And I'm not saying he's angry at the Giants. I'm just saying in general. When you know that you're a top player in this league and you haven't got your contract yet, and then they go out there on that field and you're only getting 6 to 7 touches, or in certain games, and let's say they go 5 weeks, they wind up going 4-1, but Barkley in those 5 weeks averaged only 8 to 10 touches a game. Is Barkley an 8 to 10 touch guy? No, that dude's a guy that can lead your team. And 8 to 10 touches, that might be an insult to him.
Exactly. If you told me 15 touches in a game, I'm saying that's low. You know, I'm thinking, and now between pass and run. So make sure I want everyone to understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
between the pass and run. Exactly.
Yeah.
So if 15 is low, if you tell me 20, 25 touches between the run and the pass, I think that's about right.
But is that too much when you got all those weapons on the field, like Slayton, Hodges? Go ahead, Coach. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I got what you're saying. But receivers, in essence, I mean, you could still get that with Barkley, and DJ can throw the ball 40 times in the game.
Yep. I was just about to say, people forget it's 4 quarters. And sometimes you got to switch game plan mid-game because they might figure your shit out, and then you got to readjust. Then you got to adjust again. And it's good to have assets at every position group.
What I will say, I don't think Slayton is going to be getting 7 catches a game. He probably will get 3 to 4 catches.
Hit that subscribe button and that thumbs
a game.
Up button.
Waller's going to get a lot of the targets. I think Campbell is going to be given the opportunity to earn a contract going forward. So that's just me. I see that they're going to try and use him in that type of a manner. So he's probably going to, in terms of targets, I see him getting about eight targets in the game. And probably, maybe he's going to complete about 5 of those. 4 to 5 of those in the game.
You talking about Campbell?
Yep.
I disagree with that, Coach. I think Waller gets at least 8 looks a game, 8 targets a game, man, because they brought him here for a reason, bro. And they love it when it comes from Kafka. I'm basing this off Kafka. When he comes from a team where Kelsey was getting more touches than the receivers, sometimes more touches than all those guys combined. They're going to use Waller in that type of role. And so if you're using Waller in that type of role, Slayton, I'm not worried about. Slayton's he's a giant, man. He wants to be on this team. If he gets 2 catches, 3 catches, I think he will be fine. Campbell, on the other hand, he only has a 1-year contract. He's going to want to go out there and make something happen because he wants to make his money. Hodgins only has 1 year on his deal, and then he's a free agent. He's going to try to want to do something so he can get some money. Wan'Dale Robinson, he's under contract. He's a rookie. I'm not worried about him. Shepard, not worried about him. He's going to retire a Giant, probably come back as a coach. But Barkley,
the Udonis Haslam of the Giants.
Right. But Barkley, on the other hand, he's fighting to get a contract, and he's league known to be a monster. But go ahead, Joe.
Hey, Jay Lay, go in your car. You can watch us the rest of the night. That way you can keep his charge ready to go. See, he can jump on.
This is a good point here. Is a good point. He says, don't forget, not only did Kafka have Kelsey, but Dable had Gronkowski. So bringing Waller here was essential to both of their offensive play style.
And then Lou, you forget about Bellinger. Bellinger has earned the right to get touches. He has Pauls, but he had right. He's earned the right to get touches as well. Somebody. The main thing that I'm getting to, guys, quit beating around the bush. Somebody's not going to get some play time. It's too many people. It's too many fucking people, bro.
And them
They're
good
not
guys
going to make the team
second
either.
stringers.
You know that.
You said
Some
what?
guys gonna end up on practice squad. Some people gonna end up cut. Some people, there might be some
I
trades.
said our first string, you'll be able to. Some teams would want to start them as their first.
Because this is way
Everybody,
too much.
look, everybody,
Joe.
everybody,
Turn your camera on, Joe.
Camera's on.
Joe's starting to look like the Joe that I first met. Look at Joe. Joe,
right?
Back. What's up, Joe?
Oh, that's Tribe. What's going on, Tribe?
Yeah. That's how he met me. And then all of a sudden, one day I come on and
looking like a hairy old mountain goat.
Yeah.
Yep. But
you
gotta think. Let's run through the roster. Hodges has earned the opportunity to start. Slayton has earned his opportunity to start. Waller is definitely going to start.
Oh,
Bellinger has earned his opportunity. Hold on. Go ahead.
And I'm sorry to interrupt. Sorry. But that's where because this is a new year and we have new acquisitions. So now it is a new competition. You have to earn your spot.
Yep. But on any other team, these guys would start where they're playing, how they're playing.
So let me ask you guys this question. This is for the whole panel. You don't think Slayton earned this opportunity to start this year? Coming off last year?
Yeah.
But you got to look at it truly, Pat. Like, even if Barkley ends up not being on this team, it's gonna suck. But I can't be mad because, like we said when we a year and a half ago, if we get a new GM, a new coach, and new everything, we might see none of these guys back no more. So remember, these guys inherited this team. So they might want to get rid of Slayton and Barkley and fucking, you know what I mean?
Well, that's not true because if they wanted to get rid of Slayton, they could have done it this year.
Yeah.
They brought him back. They actually outbidded the Falcons to come get him.
Well, you like AK Zizzle said,
they don't like
us having
but
having many people is one of those good problems.
But I'm right, and I'm not implying that they don't like him. I'm saying if they compete and he gets outperformed by somebody else, he could be the odd man out, just like any of the other receivers can. I'm not saying that he's the
Yeah, but
target to cut or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but if one is 1A, one is 1B, the other is 1C, keep them all three. Keep them all three. Figure out a way to use them. Keep them in out there. You gotta have a play for your three tight
Yeah,
end
but when
slot.
you keep too many at one position, you're sacrificing another position group
No, we're not. We're
because you
healthy
can
in
only
that
keep
area.
53 and you can only travel with what 46.
Listen. Just hear me out real quick. Give me 1 second. You got Hodgins coming back. He was the lightning rod to the offense down the stretch. He was. You can't take that away from him.
No, that's a
Great
fact.
story. Hodgins has earned the right. If you want to go by just being a good human
By
being,
seniority, yeah.
he's earned the right to be on the field. Slayton has earned the right to be on the field because the offense did do nothing in the past game until he got out there on that field. Paris Campbell, you signed him. I'm not saying he's earned the right to be on the field, but you signed him for a reason. There's no way he would have signed with this team on a 1-year deal if they told him that there's a chance he might not play. There's no way he would have signed a 1-year deal with us. So they have a plan in place for him. That's my mindset because he could have signed anywhere else, but he came here to the Giants. And he was one of the top receivers in free agency, so I can't say that he didn't have any other options. You brought
Chris
Waller
Gaines
here.
building, Eric Johnson.
You brought Waller here. He's the number one guy. Point blank period. Jalen Hyatt. You traded up to get him in the 3rd round. Maybe you do stash him for 1 year. I doubt it. I doubt that he wants to accept that because he has a point to prove. You got Wan'Dale Robinson, who was shining before he got hurt. He was.
Right.
You got
Johnson.
yeah. I mean, shit. I forgot about Colin Johnson. He's fighting for a roster spot, even though I don't think he makes it.
It's
Yeah,
so
I don't
many
think
of
he
them
makes
that
it.
somebody's gonna get cut, bro. That's just the
Shepard.
reality of it.
Shepard, seniority.
Shepard might want to be one of the first ones to go, even though they might offer him like an
Nah,
assistant.
Shepard ain't going nowhere, bro.
Nah, he ain't
Shepard ain't going nowhere, bro.
Nah, Sterling Shepard
promise
is
you
the
Shepard ain't going nowhere.
Shepard's contract is not guaranteed. So that means he
He's
has
not
to
going anywhere, bro.
No,
I'm telling you.
I'm not saying he's going anywhere, but if he gets beat out, he's going somewhere then at that point in time. He has to hold on to his spot.
You mean to tell me that Sterling Shepard, Mr. Giant himself, has to earn the spot to get? No, man.
If he gets beat out, Pat, you mean to tell me that if somebody beats him out fair and square, they're just going to keep him? They're going to keep Shepard because and let somebody else go.
Big chance of being beat out, but I personally think that Sterling Shepard are going on the pup list, and they're going to come back week 9 or 10, or however many you can have him off the field. A couple guys will get hurt. Then now he'll be the prime time Sterling Shepard. Our number one receiver, we've all loved him. He comes out and he finishes the week. That's good. He comes out week 11 to 12. That dude. I love the guy, but get rid of him.
So you got to think about this too, Lawrence Cajun. Mm-hmm. They went out and re-signed him as well. We can have 3 tight ends on this team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I spoke about that earlier. I said
you got Jamison Crowder, you got Smith, you got Colin Johnson, you got Bryce Ford Wheaton, who's gonna be fighting for a job. What if he comes out and shines? It's like, damn, there's no way this dude is gonna be able to stay on the practice squad. Exactly. If we don't put him on a 53, somebody gonna swoop him up, and we might lose a future number 1 receiver. Exactly. So what if he has to be put on the squad? Now we got like 10. 11 people that they, man, it's a good problem. It's a good problem.
I'd rather be having this debate with you than arguing about who we need to draft, and our team sucks here and here and here, and we need a piece here and here and here, and this coach can't fucking call plays, and this guy can't catch passes, and this guy. I'd rather be having this discussion that we having than the discussions we've been having for the last 4 seasons, bro. Like for real.
I'm just mad. I'm not mad, but I'm just like, I know we're gonna lose 2 good people.
No,
I know we're gonna lose 2 good people.
But my question to you is this, though, Pat. We because you're talking about receivers, and you bring in Pager, you bring in Waller, you bring in Bellinger, but that's a different position. Coach. So are we talking when we say receivers? I'm sorry.
I said timeout. Sorry, coach. But you know what, Pat? You need to be getting with Team Up Sports and start scouting some of these guys that's gonna get cut, so you can get some of them guys, some help, some assistance.
That's true too. We've been doing that.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good opportunity for you. So,
but the thing, I know where coach is getting to, but if you have, let's say Cajun makes the team, that still takes away another roster spot on this team because you can only have 53 people playing. So somebody got to go.
Well, how many
tight ends go into that too?
How many tight ends are you? See, if you break it down by position, that's the thing. Like, we're sitting here speculating, but the question is how many at each position that goes into open up another roster spot. For example, how many DBs, or let's break it down. How many cornerbacks are you expecting to make the roster? How many safeties? That can go into the receiver position that we're talking about, because we're sitting here saying, well, this guy might not make it, but now, and you're talking about the tight ends. How many? Because I've said we're going to keep, more than likely, for me, 8 wide receivers. And everyone else is telling me that's crazy. It's going to be 7. Okay. But where are you going to get? And I said, because you have such certain players who are versatile in the defensive backfield, who can play cornerback, who can play nickel slot, and who can play safety, that's your opportunity to get you that extra wide receiver.
So let's break it down, because the defensive side of the ball matters too, because roster spots are taken up.
Yes, it does.
Wink is going to keep a bunch of linebackers. He's going to keep at least 5 to 6 linebackers.
Well, we're going to lose guys that had potential.
Well,
it's going to be guys from every.
We're going to lose about 6 to 7 guys that. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
we're going to lose like 6 to 7 guys that have major potential.
I agree with that, Pat. So it becomes a matter of, where do you think that they're going to, in terms of, first of all, versatility? Where's the most versatile position right now within this organization? For me, it's the defensive backfield.
Right.
Position that you guys
so if versatility plays into a factor, what if Jeff Smith makes this team because he could do kick return, punt return, and play receiver? Now we might lose. Now we're gonna lose Colin Johnson and somebody else because that dude's taking up a roster spot.
Yes,
you gotta have some kick return, punt return back there, unless you're gonna make Jalen Hyatt do it.
Special teams matter.
It's also about Jamison Crowder. I mean, yes, you're right. That's my point. Where are we attacking? Where are we looking at the wide receivers? Because if we're sitting here saying about the touches, all right. Right now, we can probably agree in Slayton. We can agree in Campbell. We can agree in Hodgins. We can say Wandell. You can say Shepard. Give or take. But that's also about the injury situation.
That's true too. Maybe they got a lot of guys because they are banking on the injury. Maybe they are banking on the injury.
Yeah,
like Joel is saying, exactly. So it opens up. Exactly. So it opens up spots. It's just that, all right, in the beginning, and that's why, to me, when you asked earlier about, when I was talking about the touches and the targets and the touches, I'm factoring in all of that.
Yeah, Frank, I'm taking that video down after this live stream. I misread the tweets.
I'm factoring in all of that, Pat. Who do I think is really going to be here, long-term, short-term, long-term, and who fits in the versatility that Dable has talked about since day one.
At the beginning of the live. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Continue, fellas.
Dabo is. Uh,
And
No, let him
I can
finish
see,
because I
I
didn't
can
cut him
see,
off
I can.
twice. Let Coach finish.
no, but Pat, go ahead. No, that's
I
what I'm
cut you
looking
off
for.
twice. Sorry.
No, you're good. I mean, Pat's countering what I'm saying, so and that's what I'm looking for.
I just see it in the media, and maybe they don't give a damn anyway. But I can see in the media where they try to portray Dabo and Shane as snakes. I can already see it because what if what if Shepard comes back and he comes to form, and now he could do what Campbell does. He may not have the speed, but he has way better route running. Campbell might get pushed to the sideway, and now his career is in flux because he only signed a 1 year deal.
Hmm.
You
Yeah,
see what I'm saying?
there's that possibility, and also on the flip side, Campbell is younger and he wants to get a long-term contract, so he's playing for it. So, they
So
may also.
now, if you keep Campbell over Shepard, what does that say to the organization? Because Shepard is giving his all to this organization.
Business is business. I get what you're saying. Yes, we
Chris
love
D
Canton.
just
Do
answered it.
not think I'm
Man,
saying I do not like Sheffield. I do not love
Chris
Sheffield. I
Chris
want
D
Sheffield
just
here,
answered it, fellas.
but
He said people
but
getting injured in training camp gonna solve them problems.
yeah, yeah,
Ah,
yeah. That's true
true.
too.
That's a fact.
That's true
That's a
too.
fact.
But to Pat's question, business. We've all said this. Shane is about that business. And if you haven't caught on to that, then I don't know what to say. If Shepard comes back but Campbell is balling, I'm sorry, Shepard. Love you, but what do we want? Do we want to win? Do we want to build an organization that can compete for championships? Or do we want to be sentimental and keep on to our guys that we've been doing for so long that everyone is bitching about?
Oh, I
yeah,
wish
and
I had a
that's where,
soundboard so I could play that violin.
that's where it
Said
comes
the
to
word
where
small is
people,
violent.
when it comes to my original statement when we first got them here,
Mm-hmm.
business is business, and they're
Business
gonna do what's
is
best for the Giants, and
exactly.
it's gonna tick some people off, man. I'm just trying to get it set up
I
where
mean,
people don't feel like it's
I could
coming
get
from left
behind
field.
For me,
Yeah,
Pat,
no,
that stuff don't come
they
from
still
left
gonna
field because
react anyway, though.
Yeah,
yeah, fans
I
fans
could
are
get
fickle.
behind.
Fans are going to complain.
The
Fans are going to
fans
say
are
whatever.
fans, bro.
We've seen it so far, being in the sphere and in Twitter and on YouTube. People
What's
going
up,
to bitch and
Dash?
complain. So you know what? Let them bitch. Let them complain. Shane and Dable, they ain't worrying about that. They got a job to do, and they're going to do what the Maras and the
Yep.
Tishes hired them to, bottom line, build a championship caliber organization over the long term. And if that means getting rid of
What up, Dash?
Saquon Barkley, if that means getting rid of Shepard, then and it ends up getting us a championship. How many of us on here now that are saying this for them or speaking on their behalf? If we end up in the next 2 years winning the championship without either of them, are we gonna really say, "Damn, that's fucked up, that's messed up"? We won a championship without them? No, we gonna be like, "Yeah,
It's
we won
That's
our
not
I
gonna
first
mean
be.
that's
championship."
what the media
It's not
gonna
gonna
say.
be us, but you know there
That's
are
going
gonna be
that's
fans
the
that do that.
media.
There
That
are
ain't
And,
gonna
gonna be us.
be.
That's the media that's gonna
and you
say
know
that.
what, Pat?
Don't
Yes,
give me
you're
them good
right. That's media. That's medium. And then you know what? Me personally, I don't care if they say that and they bitch and complain and the media rips them apart because I'm gonna be happy because we won a championship. So let them. That's me. That's me. Everybody else, y'all do you.
I mean, we're like, I mean, like to the media, we're like, one of, if not the most hated team, like in the like,
I think Taj, when it comes to the media, I think they love to bash the Giants because we're an organization that really
Mm-hmm.
nobody
Mm-hmm.
thinks that we should be in the echelon that we are. Because
yeah, and then
the
we be coming
Steelers,
out of
yeah,
nowhere from our shit too.
the Steelers, they're a top organization. They're always around. The Cowboys, as much as they suck, they always gonna have admiration for the Cowboys, the 49ers, the
Mm-hmm.
Patriots because of Tom Brady. But we're that organization that has 4 Super Bowls. It's like, how the fuck do they have 4 Super Bowls?
Not a Chiefs with Mahomes. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's it's
get what you're saying.
lucrative when the Giants are bad because you can make fun of them tremendously because they have a stigma about them, and when they lose, they're like one of the teams that you could just lambaste when they're bad. And Joe knows it. He went through it in the '70s, mid '90s, early 2000s, and then now the teens into the 2020s.
Yep.
We always have those runs where we're like bad for like 8 years, and then all of a sudden, boom, boom, we get 2 Super Bowls, and they're like, "What the fuck? What's going on?"
You want to be honest though? It's also one other thing too. It's the New York market. If you look at every sports team in New York, they get criticized like this.
What's going on, Drew? Go ahead.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey.
What's up?
Hey,
Well, let what's his name, Pox? I'll come to him, and then we'll let the guy left bottom go.
Let Coach finish.
Yeah.
No, I was just saying it's
Please.
the media loves to bash. The media loves to bash the New York markets. Period. Because what's the biggest thing? If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. So if you bash the New York market, it's just a stick at New York. Period. That's really what it boils down to.
Bill Parcells, Bill Belichick. Who's the other quarterback? Jim Possible makes Jim possible. Now we didn't win, but we got there. We had
Tom Coughlin is who you meant.
Then we got Coughlin.
You meant
and
Tom
we had a
Coughlin.
nice run there. Look for that again.
yeah, I think it's happening again. But is that 2 giant goofballs there? Or
That
who's
is
that?
one of
All
the
right,
2
what's
giant
going on, dude?
goofballs. How's it going?
What's going on, bro?
Yo, what's up?
Same old. I just finished recording our show and happy to see you guys on. So I'm like, let me pop on for a minute to have everybody.
Appreciate you coming through, bro. Speak your mind on what we're speaking about for a second. If you have anything that you want to say, go ahead, bro.
Well, I'll say the disrespect for the Giants has always been
How you
legit
doing,
real.
brother? Thank you for stopping in.
Thanks, man. I think it definitely is part of it, the fact, as you mentioned, Coach, there, that we're a New York team. People love to bash the New York media because, let's be honest, it gets ratings no matter what. Because so many people love the New York sports area as a whole that you just talk good or bad, you get ratings. That's just par for the course. The other thing is, if you look at our championships, so for some generations that grew up in the 70s, and all, let's be honest, we were a crap team.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, they forced Mara's hand to go get George Young.
Yep.
They lucked into Parcells because, let's be honest, Parcells wasn't some coach that was like, you got to give him a team. You got to give him a team. He wasn't that hot assistant. He was the right guy.
Story on how he got here too.
I'm sorry?
There's a real good backstory along the lines of Bill Parcells, how he became the Giants king.
There's a lot of good ones with him. He was actually, most people don't even realize, he was a player on the Detroit Lions for one day.
Yeah.
One day.
And
he couldn't handle practice and quit.
Yep.
Could you imagine him taking that as a coach?
I know.
But so you look at you got the Big Blue Wrecking Crew era. Mostly the 80s, the very beginning of the 90s there, which was my whole childhood, and love that I grew up with that era overall, the best Giant teams ever to be on the field.
Brother.
But then you get into the Eli years, and let's be honest, we win the 2 rings, but did anybody go, yeah, that's the best team that year?
86, they might have.
No, but I'm saying, I'm going to the Eli years now. You can't sit there and say
they say we were one of the worst Super Bowl winning teams his first year. And the second year, we just came on at the right time.
Yeah, we be coming out of nowhere with our shit. That's what I'm saying.
But I think that's where the disrespect comes from. You think about the fact that the 2 years he won championships, we won them. You can't take them away from us. The people that want to are the jealous Eagles fans who sit there with their one measly ring. But when it boils down to it,
we won them against the so-called GOAT.
Exactly. We won them.
During their so-called dynasty
season.
Yeah.
But we've never had the dominant team. If you go back now since, in the last 25 years or so, basically since we've had that championship team back in 1990, so 22, 23 years now, we had
against the 90s. I'd have to say 86 to 90 would have been our dominant years.
Yeah. But after that, what have we had?
Nothing. And after that, nothing. 86 to 90.
That's where the hate comes in, because if you're somebody in your 20s or you're right at early 30s,
yeah,
you didn't see these good years.
No, you don't. You see.
So you look at the Giants as a team that consistently is bad and lucked into 2 rings.
Yeah.
It's not the right way to look at it, because you don't luck into rings. You beat the team to get the rings.
Right.
And we beat the GOAT twice.
Right. Hey, sorry about that, Tom. I know you hate New York, but you gave us 2 rings.
That's Eli's son. Be nice to him.
Heavyweight champ of the world says, "Woo! R.I.P. Jeff. He was a good brother and a great supporter of the Big Blue Crew. Happy birthday, Joe. The G-Man offense is gonna be lit this year, like I am with the ladies. Tell him, Coach. Tell him, Pat. Woo!
Woo!
And just to back off what what was your name again? I'm sorry, man. Drew, Mr. Drew. Okay, based on what Drew was saying, that is a dumb way to look at it, but honestly, that's the way they look at us. If you want to put it in the bucket, since those dominant years from 86 to 90, we've had 2 Super Bowl wins. We've been to 3 Super Bowls, lost with Kerry Collins, but I think that's the reason why we really don't get respect like that. But I don't know, man. It's just weird, man. It's like they love it when the Giants are bad. They do. The media loves it when the Giants are bad, because we didn't get that much coverage when Eli was winning. We didn't.
Media sells newspapers. What were they saying? How are Daniel Jones from hero to zero? Daniel Jones, yeah, stuff like that. To fight guys fighting in the locker room. I don't know if they did or not. I'm sure they did. If they didn't put it out there.
It's every team.
Yeah.
But look at it, Joe. Even when Eli was winning, they were bashing Eli like crazy, and he had to. They're still bashing Eli. They're saying that he's not even a Hall of Famer, which is crazy.
And
that dude was top 8 in every statistical category for a quarterback when he retired.
Go ahead.
This is what I say to that argument every time.
I got $1 million house. I got a beautiful wife. I got 3 kids. I don't know, maybe 4. You know, life is good. I got millions in the bank. Millions in the bank. All right. I got 2 Super Bowl rings. You want to diss me? What gives you the right
what
to
I
diss
say
me?
to that argument is simple. He beat John Elway in all his categories. John Elway's in the Hall of Fame. End of
with
discussion.
2 rings.
Yeah.
End of discussion. He got 2 rings against the dynasty, the GOAT dynasty, Belichick and Brady, during their dynasty. 2 rings against them. Okay. He beat John Elway in every category there was, and John Elway's in the Hall of Fame.
Well, you can make the argument a different era there, but you still have the postseason performances he had, the clutchness, the stuff that, I mean, the 2, for lack of a better term, miracle throws, the helmet catch, the one to Manningham on the sideline there. He has some of the best moments.
Yeah, not to mention he had 14 seasons of over 3,000 yards, 7 seasons over 4,000 yards passing.
And Iron Man.
Yeah, he never missed a game.
That's got to count.
The only game he missed, he was pulled.
He was a fourth quarter comeback quarterback.
I'm gonna tell you this though, man.
I don't care what nobody says.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this. I totally agree with Drew on that, man. There's a stigma about this Giants team that they want us to fail. They want us to be bad. It's just something in the minds of the whole sport, the whole NFL world is like the Giants are not supposed to be there. You're not supposed to be right underneath the top 4 teams in Super Bowls, and you're not supposed to be one of the most lucrative franchises in sports, top 10. You're not supposed to be there.
But
To be
what
honest
makes
with
us
you,
New
that's the
Yorkers what
stigma
we
they have
are.
about us.
Here's a good one
But
for you. You
that's
want to
what
go
makes
far
us New
back to the
Yorkers
hate?
what we are. You ain't
You want to go
supposed to
far back to
survive. You
the
ain't supposed to do good. You ain't supposed to come out articulate or smart or have a paying career or whatever. And yet we find a way through that motherfucking maze that is New York City, and we come out and be like, and
We all
and that's
gritty.
You can
and
go
that's
back
what the
to
Giants
NFL
do.
history and find all kinds of players that were Giants that never got the respect they should have gotten too. We've been going through on our podcast, kind of going position
Jesse
by position, the
Armstead was
greatest
one.
of their position. Look at a guy like Bob Tucker, who had the third most receiving yards in the 1970s, by far the most as a tight end, not in the Hall of Fame. He's not even the Giants Ring of Honor. First off, we gotta question that. And every time I bring his name up, I'm going to bring up that point. The man was literally the third most receiving yards in the NFL in the 1970s as a tight end, and he's not in our Ring of Honor. He played 7 years with us. But look at a guy like Jimmy Patton, 5-time All-Pro from the safety position, not in the Hall of Fame. Carl Banks, the man was literally on the 1980s team, not in the Hall of Fame. Look at a guy like Tom Coughlin, 2-time Super Bowl winning coach, not in the Hall of Fame. Look at a guy like Tiki Barber, who, if you look at his career, minus the touchdowns, which I know is part of it, don't get me wrong, but if you look at just purely on a yardage, he is Marshall Faulk with 2 less years, point blank. Look at the stats; they line up 100% correct.
Didn't Tom Coughlin just go into the Hall of Fame?
Did he get in?
No,
I missed it. No, I didn't think so. He didn't think so.
No, he hasn't even been considered for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, 2-time Super Bowl winning coach, not in the Hall of Fame.
That's
So
crazy.
what was that? Oh no, he was presenting. He was presenting.
Yeah, I guess say
5 guys I'm giving you off the top of my head that point blank should be in the Hall of Fame.
No, he was presenting somebody in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Tom Coughlin. People don't realize that Tom Coughlin was the head of that Jaguars team that almost made it to the Super Bowl that year too.
In their second season.
When they
and he did it twice. He did it twice with the Jaguars.
Yep.
Because the Jaguars almost made it to the Super Bowl again with Jalen Ramsey in there. But I mean, he hasn't even been considered for the Hall of Fame, which is a travesty. They ain't even brought him up.
That's crazy.
So I'm to say the hate is real, man. The hate is real. The hate is because they hate us.
Haterade.
But yeah, that's just true, man. And I hate it for the Giants team, but I love it also because we can always rub it in their faces when we win, and we're gonna get another one here soon. And it's gonna be like, man, how the fuck did they do this shit again?
Yeah, no,
Like, how did they do it?
I feel like I'm a good luck charm because I was born in the 80s, and ever since then we've gotten one championship per decade. So I don't know if it's
I always mention that. We're the only franchise that has a Super Bowl every decade since the 80s. We're the only franchise.
We could do it this year.
We're due
maybe
for one.
5 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we're definitely due for one for sure.
We're always
it's
due
like
for one. I'll
If we
take one
keep
every
with
year.
the trend, we're due for 2.
Yep, we're due for 2 in this decade. So and what a story that would be if Daniel Jones actually gets a fucking Super Bowl win. Man, that would be absolutely hilarious.
Yep.
You talk about laughing, man. I would laugh my ass off if DJ gets a Super Bowl, because then he's gonna be the third quarterback that everybody disses. Because they diss damn, what's it, Phil Simms, and they diss Eli Manning.
No, they just 4 quarterbacks. Don't forget Hostetler. They just Hostetler too.
The backup.
The
Hostetler.
Daniel Jones.
One of the best mustaches ever in the NFL.
Hostetler came in and did his fucking thing as a backup.
And was a Pro Bowler with the Raiders later on too.
Hostetler had the fairy tale story before.
Go upstairs.
But I mean, another guy that they disrespect, Drew, is Jesse Armstead.
Oh yes. Oh yes. That was the guy I loved watching growing up, man. That's like the epitome of what you want out of an outside linebacker. Like, stop the run, went after the passer, covered when you had him to have. I mean, there wasn't a damn thing that man could not do in the field.
And I didn't know Carl Banks.
9th round pick.
Yeah, he was something like that. I didn't know Carl Banks wasn't in the damn Hall of Fame.
Not in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something. There was a man who was picked in the 27th round in the NFL draft.
Mm.
And he played for 10 or 12 years. Roosevelt, was it Greer or was it? No.
Roosevelt Brown.
Yep.
He was the offensive tackle for the Giants.
Yep.
He was the best. He's considered one of the best offensive tackles ever.
And he gets no say. The man was a Hall of Famer. No, nothing.
Well, I think part of it is when he played. Keep in mind, he played 53 to 65. I just looked it up to verify. I mean, there's not many players in that era we still talk about. I mean, even Jim Brown just,
he would play commercials, though. And people are like, who's that? You don't know Rosie Greer?
Rosie Brown.
Jason Sehorn, greatest white cornerback ever.
There he is. He actually is. Hey, I tell you another guy that don't get respect. Felipe Sparks. Felipe Sparks don't get respect. Respect either.
Jordan Sparks get more respect than Felipe Sparks.
Jordan Sparks' father.
Right. Yep.
Felipe gets chastised because of what Emmitt Smith did to him on that long touchdown run. Because when he was running, he turned around and waved at him, and Felipe was the one trailing. But Felipe had to come over because Emmitt ran straight up the gut on that one. He was just trying to cover to make a play on the tackle. So, but a lot of Giants fans that I know always talk about, well, he got burnt by Emmitt Smith, and I keep saying the same damn thing. That was a play up the middle, and he's a cornerback trying to come over to make a play, taking the angle, but Emmitt had to
burnt.
I say, how many people got burnt by that man? The all-time rushing champion of the NFL. I think he's made a few people look foolish over the years.
The last white quarterback to play.
Yeah, I think he was the last white cornerback to play. Shit, there hasn't been a white cornerback in a long time.
Yeah.
There's been some white safeties, but I can't name too many white cornerbacks. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn, Joe.
But fellas,
he said the last white cornerback.
he what? Who was another white cornerback after him? I can't think of one.
Kane.
No, I just said damn because I didn't even realize that till Joe said it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's true. Mark Collins, but he was.
But man, fellas, I'm finna lay it down.
Yeah.
Get off this damn job, go home, go to sleep, and do it all over again, man.
I gotta say real quick before we go, I did just Google this real quick. I just Googled the term white cornerbacks. The last white cornerback to regular start in the NFL was Jason Sehorn, right on Google, who started for the Giants between 1996 and 2002.
Yeah.
So
21 years.
So the next one is going to be Riley from Iowa. That kid, what's his name, Pat?
Oh yeah, damn, Riley from I can't think of his first name, but he is white.
Yeah, he's white from Iowa.
So yeah, he's gonna be the next one. Let's see how long he lasts.
And that's the weird part too, AK. Jason Sehorn used to lock guys up, or he'd intercept the ball until he did a punt return. He had to do a punt return. Why do you have to take your stars and have them punt returns?
Get no respect from anybody.
You talking
right? Gets no respect.
Get no respect from anybody.
I'll tell you too.
Right.
Jason Sehorn was also good at locking down the ladies as well.
Yeah, he was.
I met the guy once. I met the guy once at Big Blue Travel. Did a postseason thing for fans. I want to say it was it 97 the year we won the division with Danny Cannell. This was the really good Charles Way year. You know what I'm talking about? And I went to an event there. That man, I was sitting in awe. I'm like, here's this guy just got women lined up to see this man left and right, and every single one that's decent looking, he's flirting with. I'm like, that man's doing something right in life. Kudos to you, man.
Right.
And then he married, what's his name too? What's her name?
From
a cop
Order.
show.
Yeah, from Law and Order. She was a lawyer.
Oh, lawyer. That's what the lawyer show was.
Oh, yeah, Law and Order.
Angie Harmon, is that her name? Nope.
No, it's not Angie Harmon. I forgot her damn name.
Yeah, it is. Angie, or not.
Is
not
it?
Harmon, Angie.
Wait a minute, I'll tell you in a second.
Angie Harmon, that was it. Angie Harmon.
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought that was
Good.
I thought that was familiar.
Well, fellas,
Yep.
I want to thank everybody for stopping by. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Make sure you go subscribe to all of these guys, including
Hey, we had
Two
a great
Giant
time.
Goofballs, right?
Two giant
Two Giant
goofballs.
Goofballs, the New York Giant
Already-
podcast. Go check them out. Make sure you go subscribe to Classified 3F with Joe, Coach Ed's Amazing World of Sports, Big Pat Sports Talk, and subscribe to G Nation Inside Sports. Support all the members of the Big Blue Crew. Rest in peace, Jeffy. And until next time, guys, you already
Peace.
know what it is, man. Y'all have a great
Hey.
evening, and we'll see you again.
Ain't no chat, no like, it's just action. All my just front like they tapping. You already know. Popping. Ain't no stopping me now, steady rocking. Watch them hate on me now, cause I'm locked in. Watch the hate on me now, cause I'm popping. I ain't stopping.